Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amber Raid. If you're new here, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. In today's video, I am going to be sharing with you guys my gaming console collection. Not only that, but I will be letting you in on all of their unique stories. From the time they were born to the time of their death, if they died. So let's begin, starting with the PlayStations. I actually have nothing to show for this, so it doesn't count as a part of my collection, but I did have the PlayStation 1 from ages like 0 to maybe like 8 years old, and then I think my dad got rid of it because the PlayStation 2 practically replaced it since it runs the PS1 game. So it was kind of like, why have another console? You know what I mean? This here is my original and one and only PS2. This is the slim version, and she actually has a unique story. Oh, I'm actually pressing the power button. Whoops. There it is. I got my PS2 for my 9th birthday. I'm very grateful that she even still functions today and properly, but the reason why she's got a little bit of an issue here with the open and close latch is because of my slime incident. So during the pandemic, I made a slime because I was dabbling in the ASMR community and I was doing ASMR on YouTube, and I was living in a different house with my dad during that time. We decided to pack up and move. Dumb enough, I put my slime in this container that wasn't actually really contained. We moved into the new house. I opened the box and literally everything in that box was slime, including my PlayStation 2 and the cords and the rest of everything in the box. But it still works nonetheless. Moving on to my PS3. This is the original PS3 box that my dad gave me. This was originally his PS3. Alas, the original is not in this box. Allow me to elaborate. This is the PS3 that is in that box. This is really disheartening and sad for me to talk about because I was obsessed with the Spider-Man font on the original PS3 that I got. But the reason why I don't have that PS3 anymore is because of a very dear niece of mine. And yes, it is your fault, and you are gonna have to take the accountability if you're watching this. Years ago, I invited her over for a little auntie niece sleepover. I mean, who doesn't love that? We pop in Ice Age. We're having a blast. She's enjoying it. She's playing with my puppy. When all of a sudden, all the power goes out. And me being a smart girl, having all of my consoles in my entertainment center plugged into a surge protector so that if a really bad storm hits, we don't end up with a fried entertainment center. My niece actually stuck this baby into the surge protector outlet slot, but it has a little burn mark on there due to the spark that it caused and the damage that soon took place after that happened. I'm asking her, what's wrong? What's wrong? What happened? What happened? Like, it's dark. She's in the corner like, and I'm like, okay, she's scared, so let me just go over there and figure out what the freak happened. I look over and the charger is stuck into the surge protector, and so instantly I'm freaking out. My TV's broken. My PlayStations are broken. My Wii is broken. Everything is fried. I turned on my PlayStation 2 and it was working properly. I turned on the Wii and it was working properly. The only things that were not working properly was my PS3 and the PS4. And that brings me to the next piece in my console collection, which is going to be my PS4. I got this PS4 when I turned 16 for Christmas. This PS4 actually went through the same thing that my PS3 went through. Now, the only reason I still have the original PS4 is because the issue actually destroyed the HDMI ports to both systems. But unfortunately, we weren't able to repair the HDMI port for the PS3, so we had to get rid of it and get a new one. Fortunately, we were able to repair the PS4's HDMI port, and that is why we still have it today. I do have the PS5, but it is currently occupied and in use. 2 PsVitas. These actually belong to my husband, but since we're married, that means we're one and they belong to me, so. This is just really cool to have as part of the collection that we have going on. And lastly, in the PlayStation collection, we have the PSP. She's a really pretty pink PSP. I actually want to customize this for myself. I don't have a story for this one either because I actually never had any of the PSPs or the PS Vitas, but I did get to play on one growing up as a child, which I thought was pretty cool. Moving on to the Nintendo consoles. Starting out, my one and only Nintendo DS Lite. I got this when I turned 8 years old for Christmas. A lot of Christmas gifts. I actually just cleaned her up for the video. This was my bread and butter. And I'm not gonna lie, I still do play it sometimes today. It does not have the original stylus. Actually, when I was younger, my mom bought me a huge pack of different colored styluses, which I thought was really fun and a cool customization to add to my DS. I don't have the white one anymore. Oh, I know what happened to it. I actually I was not one of those kids, I'm not gonna lie, but I did bite the stylus part of it. It was just, I don't know, I just wanted to bite it. And the problem with this DS, and it does turn on, it still functions properly, but, oh my gosh. I think I may have broken it. I think I broke it. After all these years. I cleaned it with alcohol, I did, but I didn't spray it on here or pour it on here or anything. All I did was just wipe it down. What the freak? What is this? What is that? What is that? Oh my gosh. It's like all spotted. Prime example of why I have such bad luck with Nintendo devices. I'm gonna cry about that later. Initially, I was going to voice the problem of this Nintendo, and it was the calibration for me. The games that I played never had good calibration, and I just had to adjust to every single game. Even when I went to the calibration settings to recalibrate, it never calibrated correctly. So that was the original problem, but now we've got an even bigger problem with my screen. I do have a lot of games on my Nintendo DS, so if you guys would like me to make a game collection for whatever console I have, let me know in the comments, whatever you're interested in the most, and I will get that out. Next, we have the Wii and another Wii. This is actually my third Nintendo Wii. The reason is because I have bad luck with Nintendo devices. I just do. I don't know what it is. I do, and I always have. You may be wondering, where's the first Wii? Where's the original one? Well, it's in the trash. Let's go back into my childhood. When I was a kid, I was very destructive. On purpose. I grew up with a sibling. I have one older sister, but we're 8 years apart, so I kind of grew up with only child syndrome, and I got very, very bored quickly. Always had a very short attention span. I'm getting to it, just bear with me. Since I got bored very quickly, I would always film myself doing really stupid things like pouncing on my bed, jumping on my bed, like destroying stuff, you know, beating up things, you know, whatever. It was entertaining for me. When I was 12, I filmed a video of myself jumping on my bed and literally having pillow fights by myself. I almost broke my bed. Thought it was really funny to film that. Being that the Wii actually has a slot or two where you can put your SD card into, get your footage onto your Wii, I thought that was really cool. But I had everything wrong. Your phone SD card is not the same as an SD card that can go into a Wii or a camera SD card. We know this. 12-year-old me did not register this. I took my SD card out of my phone and put it into the Wii, and it got stuck in there and it was like rattling around in there. So I took a mail opener, I put it inside of the disc port. I was trying to get it out and I was just like rattling it in there, like I was just like, you know, like at this point I knew I wasn't going to get it out, and I just got really destructive and decided to destroy further what I had already knew that I destroyed. And then after destroying with the mail opener, I decided to sit back and relax and play some Wii Sports. So I go in to put the game into the disc port, and what do you know? The Wii tells me it can't read my disc. I'm actually surprised it had enough power to tell me that it couldn't read my disc. So after that, needless to say, the Wii never worked anymore, and I have a cousin who ended up giving me this Wii. Little me was like, okay, we are gonna take care of this Wii. This is gonna be the bread and butter. Wrong. Look really closely, this Wii is sparkling in some of the grooves, the disc port, and the SD card section here. Well, this was actually a part of the slime incident that I was talking about earlier. It didn't survive. This is my third Wii, and I'm taking care of it for now. My next Nintendo console. Here we have the Nintendo Switch. This is the Animal Crossing Nintendo Switch version. You can kind of see the box that I have up there. This is my second Nintendo Switch. Not that anything happened to the original one, this is just my second one. The bad luck issue with this particular Nintendo console is that I was drinking a vitamin water at my desk, tried to unscrew the lid with one hand while I was in the game, and it actually fell over into the dock of my Nintendo Switch. All the vitamin water fell into the dock. So I threw it in rice and blow dried it, and now it's okay. Now, moving on to the miscellaneous, and this is going to be my last one that I show in the video today. I have the Oculus Rift S, and this is the one that goes into the computer and everything, and it's got all these cords, and it's just kind of a lot to work with. I would love a different VR headset now, but money. It has its moments to where it just doesn't want to work, but I've gotten it to work a few times recently, so that's cool. Nothing unfortunate has really happened with this, except the fact that a piece of the cord latch broke off, and now whenever I play, this cord hits me all the time, and it's really uncomfortable for gameplay, but again, it still works. I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, be sure to leave me a like and a comment and subscribe to the channel if you want more content like this, and I will see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching.